You shall have no other gods before me. You shall have no other gods before me. The word of the Lord. Now, if I should do a simple survey in this gathering today, I know that I will get some very interesting responses as it relates to some very important people in our lives and how we value them. Or maybe if I should do a survey to find out what are the things we pride, we enjoy doing, to find out if we spend more time with these things than we spend with God. To find out how many of us will spend greater time watching television, greater time on the computer, probably on Facebook or Twitter. Or maybe because I noticed a trend here in the US. When you go into the airports and when you travel on the train or in the buses, everybody seems to be caught up with this little beautiful gadget that we call a cell phone. Everybody seems to be texting. And it is interesting, sisters and brothers, how caught up we are in these technological tools. But how committed or how caught up are we with our God? How drawn are we to Him instead of to people or to things? It is interesting, sisters and brothers, that as we are wrestling with these thoughts even now, that maybe I should ask us, how many of us take time to read about some famous people in life? Maybe to read about Usain Bolt. And we try to get his story right because we want to know him. We want to know more about him. And we want to know that if we are in a conversation talking about him, we can talk in the most detailed of ways about this character, this personality, this person. Maybe it's not Usain, maybe it is Obama, or maybe it is some famous singer, or some famous actor, or some famous person here in the States, or elsewhere in the world. But they are personalities that have drawn our interest. The question is, if we are so drawn to these personalities, how many of us are drawn in similar ways to our God and King? How many of us are taking the same quality time to spend with Jesus? To find out more about Him, to learn more about Him, that if we are drawn into a conversation, we can talk in the most detailed of ways about Him. The survey is not yet done, but I hope you get the sense of what I'm getting to. Sisters and brothers, it is interesting that all of us, at some point in our lives, have been caught up by idols. We have given ourselves to something more than we should, and we have given less to God in that season or in that point in time. At some point in our lives, we have found ourselves, or probably even though we are finding ourselves, we are giving more to something or to someone than we are giving to Jesus Christ. At some point in our lives, sisters and brothers, we are praising someone more. We are saluting someone more. We are celebrating someone
Yes.
God wants us to get to a place, sisters and brothers, where we enjoy entertainment that people offer. We will enjoy knowing that it is God who has given them gifts to cause us to be entertained. Where we enjoy material things, sisters and brothers, God wants us to understand that it is He who provides things. Where we enjoy the technology, it is God who has given man the gift, the ability to fashion and to create the technology. So we cannot allow idols to take over our lives. So what am I getting at today? As we look at the text, sisters and brothers, today, I want us to note in a great way the second commandment here, and that it basically is addressing two critical things. It is pointing to the fact that we should not entertain idols in our lives, and that we should not idolize anything or anyone. And that it is God alone, Him alone, should get our worship and our praise. So as we talk about breaking free from idols today, the first point I want to get on is don't entertain idols in your life. Couldn't tell somebody, just I hear minister and he said, look, no father, see, but pastor today. So would you just nudge somebody, just whisper to somebody, just tell somebody in a very special way, don't entertain idols in your life. Now,